Hey there, guys. We're doing another law of cosines problem. So if you struggled with yesterday's problem, hopefully you'll get the hang of it here today. Again, law of cosines, this big formula here. And again, the difference is, like yesterday, we're finding the angle. So this time I'm asking you to find angle C in this problem. And then you can see the problem here has three sides. So 18, 22, and 13. And I want you to find angle C. So again, here's angle C. Remember, opposite side goes first on the left side of the equal sign. So 18, see this? 18 is across from angle C because that's what I want you to find. So again, we'll move a little quicker since this is a repeat from yesterday. But again, 18 squared across from angle C. Okay. The order doesn't matter, guys, if you do 22 squared or 13 squared first, because this is just adding and multiplying. So remember that commutative property back in middle school. When you're adding and multiplying, the order doesn't matter. You're going to get the same answer. So you could have 13 squared, 22 squared. I got 22 squared and 13 squared. You'll get the same answer. Okay. So again, we're just plugging that in. And then again, we're finding C. So again, let me mark that. So we're finding angle C right there. 18 is across from C. So 18's here. Okay, just grab your calculator. Let's start punching stuff in. Okay, so 18 squared, 324. Again, I like to type all that in. I like to type that in. So 22 squared plus 13 squared. Okay, 653 minus, again, type that in, 2 times 22 times 13, 572. But remember, that's a coefficient in front of C. Remember from yesterday? So that this is all sitting in front of C, cosine C. So that's in front. Remember, guys, so this is what we have to get rid of with plus or minus. That's a positive 653, so I'm going to minus 653. Okay? And again, most of the time, this is always going to be a negative. Okay, most of the time, that's always a negative. So 324 minus 653, okay, negative 329. And I have the negative 572 in front of cosine C. Divide away that 572, negative. So negative 572, negative 572. And then remember from yesterday, negative divided by negative is going to turn positive. So the negative 329 divided by negative 572. And again, this is going to be a big decimal. We'll go 3 decimal places. So 0.575 after the 5 is a 1. Okay, equals cosine C. And then remember, you do second cosine, okay, which is going to give you that cosine, that inverse cosine. So inverse cosine, you type in that decimal. Let me go ahead and do that. So second cosine, 0.575. Okay, boom. So 54.90. So 54.9, boom. Now remember, that's the angle for C. So up here, 54.9 is angle C. That's what we just found. Okay, let's try one more. Then I'll give you one for your assignment. Okay, we'll turn this a little. Okay, so hopefully you can see all this. Okay, 12.8, 6.2, 10.6. I just threw in some decimals. It doesn't make a big deal. You have a calculator. The answers are decimals anyway, but let's just try to look at it a little different. Okay, I'm finding angle A this time. So again, we're down here, angle A. So the side across from angle A, which remember goes first, would be 6.2. So 6.2 squared equals, now again, the other numbers, the order doesn't matter, 12.8 squared plus 10.6 squared minus 2 times 12.8 times 10.6, again, times cosine of angle A. Everybody see that? Okay. Now just grab your calculator, start punching stuff in. So 6.2 squared. Yeah, again, all of these we're going to go 3 decimals or less. I mean, now this has 2 decimals, 38.44. Okay, I'm going to leave all those decimals. Okay, and then remember, we want to type all this in. We're going to type all this in. So 12.8 squared plus 10.6 squared. Okay, 276.2. 276.2. Okay, minus, okay, 2 times 12.8 times 10.6. Okay, and that is 271.36. And again, that's sitting in front of cosine A. Okay, everybody see what we got there? Okay. Now, basically from here, again, remember, this is like solving an equation. Get rid of that. That's a positive. Remember, that minus is on the 271, so that's positive. So you got to do minus 276.2. Again, that's a weird one, but on your calculator, it's not a big deal. 38.44 minus 276.2. Now, again, it's a negative, but again, we've already talked about that. It's not a big deal. 237.76. Okay, I still have the negative 271.36 in front of the cosine A. Okay, everybody see that? Now again, whatever's in front of cosine A, I need to divide. So divide by the negative 271.36. Cancels. Divide by negative 271.36. Again, negative divided by negative is going to turn positive. So negative 237.76 divided by negative 271.36. Okay, and again, this is that big decimal here, so 0.876 equals cosine A. Okay, this is when we do that inverse, so you're going to get that little negative 1. Second cosine, 0.876. Okay, so second cosine, 0.876. And boom, 28.8. 28.83. So this angle, 28.8. Okay, so angle A, which again, guys, that's a small angle. I mean, remember, the whole triangle adds up to 180. 6.2 is the smallest side. See, these other ones, 12.8, 10.6. So 28.8, a small angle because it's across from a small side. That's always a good check to make sure you're on the right track. Okay, so 28.8. There's our answer. Okay, last thing here. Let's check your homework or assignment here. So again, there's the picture. You got 12, 13, and 19 in that triangle, and we're finding angle B. So you're solving for angle B this time. Okay, just submit that answer in your journal. You'll get your credit. And that's it for this week. Wow. So that's all the assignments for this week. Okay. Take care. Hope things are going well with you and your family. And we'll see you next week. Bye.